Hello everybody, and welcome back to Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. Last time we replied to a rather odd poem about the Little Mermaid, for whatever reason. And this time, apparently we're getting woken up in the middle of the night by a giant angry knock on the door. Which is just great, because apparently, according to Hana here, she's gonna get booped in the boop. It just sounds like a good time, you know. It's just great. It's great. It's beautiful. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually read this. Boop. I shot awake with a jolt, staring at the door from across the room. Hana, did you hear that? I nodded, then realized she couldn't hear me. Yeah, really. Yeah, she's above you. She probably can't hear your nod. Probably couldn't hear your nod in any case. Something just slammed full force into the bedroom door. We listened for a while, afraid to move. Then we heard footsteps dashing away down the corridor. I mean, it's clear to me that it was a huge hulking guy that was really soft on the inside. He was a big old teddy bear. And when he read the note, he got really emotional, and then he slammed his fist against the door because he was sad, and then he ran away. That's the conclusion. That's just anime for you, so you know. My? The bunk bed shifted, and then I saw a dark shape moving down the ladder. Mai appeared next to me. You're okay, right? Right click. Yeah, nobody got in. She smiled, then turned and glared at the door.
What the hell?
Who the fuck does this in the middle of the night? She pulled the door open and stepped out into the hallway, craning her neck one way and then the other, then turned back to me, her voice low. I don't see anybody here. I don't think anybody else heard it either. I pulled my blankets up around me. Nobody heard it, but Mai and I both did, so there was no way we imagined it. I snuggled down into my blankets. The thin covering made me feel much safer, despite the fact that it did absolutely nothing to protect me. That's called the placebo effect. It was probably just a stupid prank. She moved to shut the door, then stopped. Oh, God. What? She lifted the handle of the door, peeling something off of it. Looks like we had a visit from your secret admirer. She shut the door, then flicked on the light, and crossed over to me. Here. She handed me a blank envelope. I ripped it open and peeled out a sheet of notebook paper. The same familiar, scratchy handwriting gracing the front. Hannah, dearest, why must you neglect me so? I'm so sorry if I had made you uncomfortable, but I can't hide my feelings any longer. This is me reaching out to you in the most direct manner I'm currently capable of. I really care for you, Hannah. I won't be so naive to say I love you, considering how much you do not know about me and how much I haven't had the opportunity to learn about you. But I've been watching you. You're kind, no, smart, I guess academically, she's learned. Funny, no. Caring, not really. You love your friends deeply and stand up for what is right, despite your fears. Oh, no, sorry. That's not despite your fears, it's stand up to your fears. You've even befriended. You've even befriended some of the most popular and influential students in the school. In fact, you've grown quite close with some of them, and I really don't like it. It's making me jealous. It's driving me insane. I hate seeing you smile at them, and yet I can't bother to reveal myself and try to take their place. I know you're happy with them. You hardly notice that I exist, so I know I can't compare. And yet, it's all I can think about. So I ask you, won't you please spend a little less time with them? I fear the intensity of my emotions. I fear the intensity of my own emotions. I would never hurt anybody, least of all you, but I have never cared so much for any one person. See, this is getting creepy. Now this is crossing into the creepy zone. It wasn't creepy before. This is creepy. Please, Hannah, for my sake, have mercy. Love. Your admirer. He still doesn't write his name. Whatever, fuck it. I handed her the note, my hand shaking, and I sat in silence as I watched her read it.
Well...
It's a little unsettling, but I don't think you should worry about it. You don't think so? I shivered and drew the blankets closer to myself. This is a guy, assuming it's a guy, who is so afraid of revealing himself to you that he apparently won't even talk to you. What do you really think he's gonna do?
I don't know.
But it's scary. He doesn't seem sane. Do you think I should tell someone?
I don't know.
Asagao doesn't have a great track record of dealing with these kinds of situations. What fucking kinds of situations? And it's a private academy. Why don't they have a good record of it? What the shit? To be a top private academy, you have to have a fucking good record of everything. Everything. Especially dealing with social situations. What do you mean? Ellipses. Let's just say I knew someone who got a little intense about another person. That person told the staff here what was happening and they got almost no response. I just have weird feelings that this is a social justice message about harassment that isn't actually harassment, but whatever. The crazy behavior that was allowed to continue and the students were left to sort it out themselves. When the students again turned to the staff talking about how they felt in danger, the staff told them it was the students' responsibility to police their own behavior. That's awful. Well, when you put it like that, I mean, actually, when you put it like that, it's not that awful to me, but, well, I mean, whatever. It's not something that we want to talk about a lot. Asagao is a really nice place. Obviously it is, you know this by now. But they do a lot of things in an effort to save face, so families will keep sending their students someplace as expensive as this. So they're not afraid of students going to the media and saying, yeah, the academy didn't do shit. No. They're afraid of the academy actually doing something. Or I guess they're afraid of possibly having a record of a student doing something like this. That's just fucking stupid. I think the academy would have a much larger scar if a student went to the media with this than if they were to deal with the situation properly. I still think that it's just I still have this tingling feeling in the back of my mind that this is some bullshit harassment thing. Anyways. That, unfortunately, includes sweeping a lot of the incidents under the rug. Because no one goes to the media with these stories, you know. No one. At all. Ever. Yeah. Hey, don't worry. Things were much, much worse in the past. Nowadays, they've got a lot better because the students here behave more like people. What? But I am saying that I wouldn't tell the teachers unless there's an actual threat. Okay, can you extrapolate why? Because if nothing happens, then it's not a net loss. But if something does happen, then it's a net gain. So... Oh, okay. See, because I'm pretty sure if you were kicked out of the academy for something like this, you would just go to the media with it, and they would write stories about it and shame the academy, because the media always looks on the negative side of these things. So, that's a stupid idea. Anyways, I don't want you to suddenly get kicked out of the academy because you were trying to cause trouble. Yeah, I'm almost sure this is a social justice bullshit thing. Anyways, and like I said, I don't think anything is going to happen, and if it does, I'll be here to protect you. Maya held up an arm and flexed it.
Yeah!
I know it seems like a joke, but volleyball has really made my arm strong. I could definitely take someone out. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, sure. She grinned brightly at me, and I smiled. Thanks, Mai. Anyways, it's late. We should go to sleep. Yeah. She glanced at the door again, then crossed over and locked it. Can't be too safe. I have to protect my beloved Hana. Kill me. She shut off the lights and crawled into bed. As my bed creaked and wiggled with Mai's movements, I tried to convince myself that what she said was true. But try as hard as I could, my mind didn't ease. As strong as Mai was, she was still just a girl. I didn't want to admit it, but men were taller, stronger, faster than women were, and we had no idea who this guy was. If he was someone as tall as PBG or Luke, someone who worked out just as much. I'm sorry? Someone who worked out just as much as PBG? I mean, I can't say much about Luke, because I don't know what his workout schedule is, but I'm pretty sure PBG doesn't work out. And if he does, it... Sorry to say, friend, but it does not show. Or was also a part of a sports team. Even if he was just heavier than Mai, all it would take was pinning her to the floor and she wouldn't be able to defend anyone. Yes, but then she would be pinned to the floor, and he would be actively pinning her to the floor. So, I mean, you wouldn't be in danger, because all of his effort is pinning her to the floor. And you could just kind of like walk up, right click by the way, and you could just kind of walk up and like hit him in the face, or like hit him in the back of the head or something. I mean, 2-on-1 battles. It's just I don't like it. Not that I don't like 2-on-1 battles, I'm just saying I don't like the writing in this fucking game. Anyways, my heart started beating faster and I shook my head. Maybe I'm just weird because this game was made for social justice warriors and I'm not one, so I find it weird that she's behaving like a bitch and she's fearing these sorts of things. I don't know. maybe? My heart started beating faster and I shook my head. There was no point to these thoughts, none at all. Still, I usually tossed and turned before going to bed, but I found myself staring at the door as I tucked myself in, facing it as I closed my eyes. Just go to sleep, Hannah. Worry about this tomorrow. Or don't at all, because it's probably a non-issue. I'm scared. I barely slept that night. It seemed like full days passed before I woke up and I started getting ready for school. Now that I was back in the classroom, I alternated between periods of absolute panic-ridden paranoia and falling asleep at my desk. As I stared ahead of me, my vision sliding in and out of focus.
Hey.
Hannah? Oh, PBG, what brings you here? School? Huh, fancy that. Hannah, are you okay? You seem a little off today. What makes you say that? It's lunchtime and you're still sitting at your desk. I gave up and left you behind. Right click, 'cause I'm shit. What? How could she? So, what's bothering you? I didn't want to prag. I didn't want to drag PPG into this, did I? I didn't sleep well. Is Balrog an actual YouTuber? Because I know he was in this game before. Is he an actual... Is he part of, like, Hidden Block? Because maybe he's the creepy guy. I don't know. He frowned at me and I laid a hand on my arm.
Hannah.
It seems like something is really bothering you. If it's okay, I'd like you to trust me. I want to help you. Will you tell me the truth? Could I tell BBG the truth? The note told me to stay away from the Normal Boots guys and any other guy I was getting close to. If that person was violent, I could be putting PBG in danger by telling him. But you just said last night that basically the strongest that he could be is a person as tall and as strong as PBG. So what even is life? Oh, jeez. Writing. Continuity. Fuck it all. Should I really tell him the truth? Yes. Well, I explained to him what was happening with the notes, how they started, stopped, and now how they were getting creepily insistent. PPG's face grew darker as I went on. Finally, I finished with last night's incident and how I was too scared to sleep.
Hannah.
You should report this. Finally.
No.
What the fuck's the school gonna do? What the... I just... Okay, Hannah. No, it's okay. Mai already told me that reporting it wouldn't work, and even if she didn't tell me, I had plenty of prior experience at my old school to show that reporting things generally only made it worse. Really? I feel like they have really shit-tier schools in Japan, then. I can handle this on my own, so you don't need to worry. Yes, which is exactly why I told you, because I can handle this on my own. I smiled brightly at him, but his expression didn't change. Like, I know I as the player chose yes to tell him, but I feel like the writing should reflect that as though it is Hana's decision to tell him. So, whatever. I smiled brightly at him, but his expression didn't change. I don't want to be a burden on you. If you worry, I'll feel bad, so don't worry, okay? Hana. I'm telling you not to worry. It's fine. My voice has gone significantly worse. Ellipses. Fine. Fine. I'll listen to you, but if I do, will you do me a favor too? That was terribly voice acted. Maybe. Want to go to the movies tonight? I was gonna ask anyways, but this seems like a good way to get your mind off things.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Great. I'll pick you up later tonight then.
Hey, yo.
Hana. That's Hana. That's my voice, right? Yeah. Hana, you're alive. Mai entered the room, balancing a tray on either hand. PPG got up and grabbed one from her. Thanks. I brought your food to you since you apparently weren't on this planet, but... She glanced from me to PPG and smirked. I bet you're feeling better now. She looked around the classroom for any liquidy stains. That was my chair. And also a really terrible, just non-joke. That was a non-joke. What? I don't know what you're talking about. If you want food, you better get a move on. They've almost run out of pizza, and they ordered out this time. What? Oh, they ordered out of the school. Like, they ordered pizza. Okay, got it. What? No! Off I go. That rhymes. What? No, off I go. Fuck it. PBG sprinted from the room, and I laughed. You really are feeling better now. Yeah, I guess I am. So we were going to the movies. You didn't give me time. Give me a time. What would we see? Okay, fuck it. That's gonna be it then. Game! You're tearing me apart! Anyways, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on social media, and share this on social media, and favorite the video. And since I always like saying it at the end, even though I already said it in the middle, subscribe, because that helps me with my self-confidence. More than anything. If you like this content, of course. If you're just not going to view the content on a regular occasion, I you know what, just subscribe anyways. I don't care. Just do it. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I am the Morbidobo. Goodbye.